And we're kicking the show off with Lady Gaga's mom. Yes, you heard that right. Cynthia Jamanata is ready to chat with us all the way from the Big Apple, New York. And we also have Achanda Jaswa from the Cotton On Foundation. Welcome, ladies. It's so wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Lovely
to be here.
So, Cynthia, you are the mom to one of the most famous women in the world, Lady Gaga, and she has been so beautifully vulnerable and incredibly vocal about her struggles with bullying, mental health, and acceptance as a child. I'd like to know from you, were there any specific moments that you identified that she was having difficulty, and how did you approach this as a mom?
Well, thank you for your kind words. Firstly, her mental health experience began around middle school. But I will say that one of the biggest challenges that I had as a parent was actually recognizing the signs of that struggle. And, it often arises for a young person during a very important transition period in their lives, as it did with my daughter. And I just felt like I missed all of these warning signs. And, they could be things like increased time alone, excessive online engagement, decreasing time with their peers. But again, things that I was not equipped to understand because I didn't really grow up in an environment or a household where we talked about that. And also there were some issues that my daughter felt comfortable sharing with me and others that she didn't because she felt changed. So I have to say that I did struggle a bit during those formative years of her life. I've since, better learned how to have those conversations. But something that came out of that for her in particular was now asking people, who's on your mental health team? So trying to understand as early and often as possible who you would go to have a conversation about mental health and who could be there for you.
That is so powerful, Cynthia, and I can only imagine how rewarding this work must be for you right now. You are the co-founder and president of the Born This Way Foundation. Now, this foundation has been instrumental in promoting acceptance and kindness around the world. Could you tell us more about its mission and why it's important for both you and Lady Gaga to have established this foundation?
Yes, absolutely. The mission of Born This Way Foundation is to empower young people with skills and opportunities to build a world that's kinder and braver. And at the core of that is their mental health. When these issues started happening with my daughter, she noticed really two things were missing in her environment. One was kindness, and the other was a lack of mental health education in her school and appropriate skills to deal with her struggles. So we do quite a bit of work at Born This Way Foundation studying that intersection of kindness and mental health. And we know that young people that are in kind communities are generally mentally healthier. So it's urgent right now. 1 out of 7 young people from ages 10 to 19 globally are struggling with mental health issues. We need to be there for them. And we are providing those skills and resources through Born This Way Foundation, but most importantly, through this wonderful partnership with Cotton On that I call a partnership with real purpose.
I love that, a partnership with real purpose. Now, Achanda Jaswa, can you tell us about the Cotton On Foundation and how you guys came to collaborate with the Born This Way Foundation? What inspired this partnership, and why is it so important to you as an organization to get this message out?
I think for the Cotton On Foundation, it was such a natural fit. The main sort of driver is that if you look at our target market, our customer market is a very youthful market, as well as our team that works in our stores. The majority of them are very young. So youth mental health is such an important issue for us to address as an organization and as a company. So it was such a natural fit, and we wanted to find an organization that had the expertise already, that had that passion, that had that drive. So finding the Born This Way Foundation was such a natural synergy for us as a Cotton On Foundation.
Cynthia, as a foundation, what do you hope to achieve with these partnerships?
So the first thing we're really hoping to achieve with this partnership is getting the message about kindness out there, that it really does matter how we treat one another and being there for each other. The second thing is the Be There certificate. It's a tool that we can use to show us how to be there. What are the steps to recognize when somebody may be going through a mental health issue, and how do we help them? And this certificate is available online. It's like an online training tool that anybody can access. And the third thing is resources. So if somebody does have an issue with mental health, where do they go? How do they access these resources? How do they hear about it? How do they get access or free access to these resources? And we're going to be pointing people in the right direction. We're going to be funding local organizations that are delivering this service to the community. So those are the big three things that we hope to achieve with this collaboration.
Where can the viewers find out more information?
Anybody can go on to cottonon.com and also the Born This Way Foundation, and just follow us on the socials as well. All the information is there.
Cynthia, as a mother, what tips or insights can you share with parents to better understand and support their children, especially when they might be going through unique challenges related to their identity?
I know some things that would have helped me a great deal if I knew much earlier on. One was modeling healthy conversations at home about mental health, and also doing that in a non-judgmental way. Through our research, we've learned that a lot of young people don't turn to an adult, whether that's their parent or a teacher or anybody really, because they have a fear of being judged, and also that we don't share our own mental health struggles with them. So the first would be modeling those healthy conversations. I think the second is empowering young people with the appropriate skills, like the Be There certificate. And one of the amazing things about this partnership with Cotton On is that all of the merchandise actually has this certificate stitched right in to the label. There is a QR code that takes you directly to the mental health training, to the Be There certificate. And that's why I call this, a partnership for purpose.
Ladies, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your energy. And thank you so much for the most rewarding work that you are doing. As a mom, I truly appreciate this, and as someone that appreciates, the mental health space and that word kindness being so important, we really value your input in today's show. So thank you so much. It's clear that when two organizations with a shared commitment to positive change come together, incredible things can happen. From supporting youth mental health to empowering young people to build a kinder, braver world, this partnership is a beacon of hope for the future. We'll see you all in a bit.
Hi, this is Lady Gaga. I think being there for someone is a real privilege. I think that we look at it in a lot of ways as doing something for somebody else, but I think you actually do yourself a kindness when you're there for someone else, because it reminds you to be humble, it reminds you to take a beat. I know for me, being there for other people is a part of what makes me feel strong, and it also is what makes me feel like I'm living a life that has a lot of love in it.